How are you, Gina?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you so much. And thanks for taking the time to talk to us about your film, which is really cool and amazing, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Good.
I wanted to ask you, because there was like the first thing that came into my mind was, I mean, there are many great actors around, but how do you cast actors that play immortal?
Yeah.
Because I think there's a kind of different quality to it to find actors who can portray that actually. So what did you search and how did you find your cast?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was absolutely the biggest question that I had, and with Skydance, who found this property and who developed the script. I mean, we had long conversations. I knew going in that I wanted this film to have a real grounded, real feel to it, and that needed to permeate everything, and most certainly performances. And so foremost, we made the decision, let's go after great actors. We wanted great actors in this. And then who will we believe could be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 years old? So we really look for actors who had that soulfulness, as well as the great chops. And it's very interesting in going through lists and thinking about people and watching people's work. There are great actors out there, but not all of them had that thing. And so we felt we were very fortunate in the entire group that we put together with Charlize and Matthias. I mean, Matthias Schoenaerts, who doesn't do films like this, but he wanted to do this film. I think he, more than anybody, is very interesting. If you look at the graphic novel, Matthias looks so much like Joe from the graphic novel. But at the end of the day, it was my conversations with the actors, wanting to feel that depth that they had, but also the eyes. And can I feel that soulfulness in their eyes?
Yeah, I can understand that. And you talked about the source material. Did you know the graphic novel before, and what did you like about the source material itself?
Mm-hmm. I read the script first, which was adapted by Greg Rucka, who wrote the graphic novel, which is very, very rare. And I think that's why after I read the script and fell in love with the script, I ran to go get the graphic novel and read that. And I loved how much of the graphic novel was in the script, but I love the graphic novel even more because, you know, it's just the nature of the source material. You know, you get to go even more in depth, and it was absolutely helpful. That graphic novel became my Bible throughout the rewriting process, throughout filming, and even through post. I just wanted to always return to it and make sure that I was capturing the essence of both the characters and the story and the conceit.
And I think one key aspect of the graphic novel itself is the spectacle. Was it for you to capture it on film? And maybe do you have a scene where that was especially challenging for you to shoot?
It's fascinating. As when I'm reading it and looking at the graphic novel, just as you know, a reader, as an audience, I was enthralled by it. It was like, oh my God, how cool is this? Then I get the gig, and now as a director, I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to shoot that? So it was really great conversations with my incredible stunt team, Jeff Haberstad, Danny Hernandez, who was a fight coordinator, and Bryson Counts. Just endless conversations about what I wanted it to look and feel like, that grounded, real feel to it. How can we make it believable that our characters with their archaic weapons can defeat, you know, 16, 17 mercenaries with modern weaponry? And so I will say really the kill floor, I think, was the toughest sequence to shoot for that reason. But what I talked about with them, what I felt was, in addition to the immortality, that bit of superpower that the old guard had, was that they've spent centuries knowing how to kill face to face.
Ich empfehle dringend, dass wir sofort gehen.